Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again today. My name is Yannick Daigle and I'm here for another unboxing video. This one is of Anachrony Essentials Edition. This game is by Mindclash Games. It is designed by David Terzi with Victor, Peter, and Richard Amann. Now this is the retail version, so for those of us that might have actually missed the Kickstarter, and it's not as blinged out from what I understand, but we'll see what the Essential Edition has inside. Let's just turn it around, and you can see again what the game looks like on the back. It is already BGG ranked top 50, so take that with a grain of salt. I know that it got quite a few awards. It's gotten a lot of noise around this, but oftentimes it's been more associated with the miniatures. So this is the non-miniatures version. So let's see what the Essential Edition actually has. So let's open this up. Okay. Always exciting to open up a new board game. I'm more excited than my wife is. She is probably tired of me opening up board games. Anyways, with that, here's Anachrony Essential. Nothing on the lid, obviously. The, again, rule book. So if we take a quick peek here, see how easy it is to see. Okay, this is great. Again, contrast, you can see all the parts, what's supposed to be inside the box, which is always nice. Sort of mini intro story. Good old general setup page, which is great to see. Player setup, which is also great to see, especially on a heavy to higher weight game. You want to be able to prep that game as soon as possible and simplify it just to get everybody playing. Rules at least seem easy to read. No small printer. There's a couple of spots where in the characters here that font could be a little bit smaller, or example here on the upper part. That could be difficult for some, but most of the text is pretty easy to read, even for me with being afar. Whoops, skipped the page here by accident. And looks like good. Ending the game. Nice to have a frequently overlooked rule, so that's good. Good reminders, especially when you got a medium-heavy game. Just those little things that sometimes could be oftentimes overlooked, or good reminders. Optional rules, so for those that want to add complexity to the game. Good old straight appendix, which is great. Easy reference to find things, and having it at the back so that it's easier to find. And then leader abilities, so some quick synopsis there. Some explanations of some of the key tiles. And as such, credits of the game, how to win, progress, play setters. And then the Essential Edition, as it indicates here, is only the beginning. So you do have the opportunity to buy an expansion pack. You can also still purchase the miniatures. They just come in extra. So again, it just adds to that table presence. From what I understand, they are not necessary, but like anything else, especially in tabletop, table presence I think just adds to the whole reason of getting together and playing some games on an evening with your friends and or gaming group. It's also indicating here, if I look here, there's going to be some additional expansions coming out. So line of sight, 2 more additional expansions coming out in 2020 at some point. So very cool. And a nice quick reference sheet. So this is nice. I wish though, again, that they do more than just one. So I think it's great that they have this in the rule book, but it'd always be great if they could make a page like this and or a card, player reference card, so that players have easy access on an individual basis instead of just passing the rule book around. First set of cards. These are, I don't know if these are tarot size, but they are definitely larger than a standard size card. So for those of you that might want to sleeve this, that might be a little bit difficult. Oh, maybe they are. Yeah, they're slightly larger than I think, Magic the Gathering size. So these are for the game phases. So it's great that they put a player aid that way. That's what these are definitely for. But it would have been nice if they would have added, like earlier on, to an explanation of the icon cards. I'm assuming these are all the roles that people can have in the game, which is very nice. You got the faction symbol for each one of these characters. Here again, more cards. Just take a quick peek here. If I can actually open them and unseal them, that would help. There we go. So these are definitely mini sized. So for those of you that want a sleeve, you'll need some mini packs of card sleeves to sleeve these. Take a quick. So these are obviously resource type of cards. It's nice and clear, straightforward. So I'm assuming once you know the symbology, as we were referencing in the back of the manual, you'd be able to tell very easily what these all represent. There's no artwork in the background, but I think that's okay. Simple sometimes is better because this allows you to see and know what it is that you need to do, and whether you have some color blindness. This could be slightly difficult. Like, I can't tell if you guys can tell the color difference between the two oranges, but the other colors are quite clear, which is nice. So that'd be maybe my one thing that it could be difficult to tell between what seems to be or supposed to be yellow versus orange. So would have been nicer if they would have taken a more offset color or distinguished color than yellow and orange. There's a lot of colors, folks. So don't take necessarily always the ones that are so similar. These are tokens and they're cubes. So first set of cubes, these are all plastic, so clear green. And these are clear black, clear purple. Now these are not cubes, these are like little jewels. And I'll see if I can take these out. My fingers here. But there's two different colors. There's more of the light blue versus the dark blue. I'll try to see if I can put these on the camera lens here for people to see. There we go. So that's the two colored of jewels that are in here. And again, full baggie of these, which is nice. But again, many more of the light blue and yellow cubes. So these are all plastic and see-through, which is neat. I'm assuming this is Scouring Pad. And they're double-sided, so at least if you can use both sides, it makes the paper last a little bit longer. I'm sure somebody on BGG has already thought of making a PDF version so that people can print off. Standees, lots of baggies. So again, this is not a divided board game in the sense that there's compartments and stuff. So it's always nice to be able to get a whole bunch of baggies so that you can keep everything separate and just helps with the setup time. Set of dice. These are standard size, rounded corners, but they're definitely not standard D6. So you've got the symbols that are on here. So very different. Just try to get all the symbols that are on here. And I'm assuming once you play the game, you know what these all represent. Yeah, so these have like swoosh triangles, and one side has double, the other side is blank, and the rest are all singles. So, more stuff here. Let's open this up. Let's try to get this here. There we go. Okay. Now, if there's one thing, there might not be minis, but at least the cardboards are very thick here. You can tell. Very high quality. This is great. So these, I'm assuming, go with some of the player boards. Again, very nice. This must be the main game board, or one of the main game boards. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see that. I'll turn it around here a little bit. Very nice. And then it is double-sided, which is nice. So I'm not sure if that allows two different versions of play, but hopefully that's the case. And again, thick cardboard. So this must be, again, as well, player boards or resource management boards. Double-sided as well. And you can see it is A side and B side. So if I put this through here, sorry, this is the B side, this is the A side. So there must be some kind of upgraded end or difficulty aspect or setting to the game. And there we go. And punch out. So these ones, still fairly thick cardboard. I don't think, they're not difficult to punch out, which is great. But again, I'm assuming instead of miniatures, that's why we get standees for these character pieces. But again, the graphics on these are very nice. And again, easy to punch up, which is always the key part. It's great to have great cardboard, but if they're not cut right, it doesn't matter, because then you get them all messed up afterwards. Next set of punch cards. Very nice. High quality. The graphic design, whoever did this, was really good. So there might not be minis, but minis aren't everything. I think this would still have a very good table presence without. Lots to punch out. I can see where there's so many baggies, that's for sure. And yeah, just really good overall. Yeah, a lot of time spent on the graphic design on this game, that's for sure. Again, I know there's Kickstarter haters out there, but I tell you, some of the production value and increases that Kickstarter has brought along is really phenomenal and has moved the industry. Whoops, see how good has in a positive direction in my thoughts, even though sometimes it can be a bit over the top. So as you can see, this one's very easy to punch out. So I'll just put it back in there, but this was Anachrony Essential Edition, and what you would basically get at retail if you just bought the starting without the miniatures. Again, great production value, and I really want to say thank you for joining me in this unboxing video today. Again, my name is Yannick Dag, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and or subscribe for next time. Thanks again, have a great one, and take care of each other. Bye for now.